This is pheasant stock. I'm not going to tip it up too much because the bowl is rather full. Now, as you can see, it's got a lot of fat on the top of it. Now, the way we made the stock was we got a couple of pheasants, we sliced off the breasts from them raw, and then we put the raw carcasses with the legs and the wings into a pan, boiled them up and got the stock off them, and then we stripped the rest of the carcasses after that to get the cooked meat off them, and we'll be using that cooked meat to make a game pie, which hopefully we'll be showing you how to do in next month's programme. Now, one of the reasons why we boiled these from raw was to get the fat. And the reason why we want the fat is because we're looking for alternatives to what we'd normally buy in the supermarket. So we need an alternative to fats that we'd buy in the supermarket, things like cooking oil. Because as we become more self-sufficient, we obviously need to reduce what we're buying from commercial sources and from the shops. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spoon off that fat and put it into a bowl and then use it later in cooking. Not a great deal from 2 pheasants. We'll get more if we had duck or goose. We've got a couple of ducks in the freezer, so we'll be boiling those up shortly and using the meat in the game pie, and hopefully we'll get a reasonable amount of fat off them as well. Now, the stock itself will be used to make a celery soup. We've had a reasonable amount of celery recently from the allotment, so we're going to have a celery soup for dinner tonight. Now, handy hint, when you've got juices like that, it's the water that you've used to boil vegetables, don't throw that away, because that contains some of the nutrients and goodness from the vegetables. Just add that into stock so that it doesn't go to waste.